set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Fields this one at the 3. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. First down throw by Stroud.
He's brought down by Michael Williams. A big loss on the play brings up second down.
Let's see what they dial up, partner. This is second and long. Shotgun now for Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12.
Level swap.
3rd and long for him here. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. And no look on his first look of the game. And now they're staring at 4th and long. The Texans set to punt. Takes it in at the 21. Pushing it up past the 30. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down.
At their own 33-yard line.
Okay.
First down now, ball at the 33. Play fake, it's Richardson. Lobs this deep down the middle. He's got it inside the 10. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
The 49ers pull that in front further, 13-zip. Luke tacks on the extra point. And the 49ers drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Texans nothing.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. He's going to field this at the 2. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Stroud. Brought in right side. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
To the air, Stroud. Lofts it deep right side. He's got it inside the 25. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans reach pay dirt for the first time this game.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
That had just enough leg. It's over the crossbar and good. And the Texans chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Has this at the 6. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
Ready?
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Ready?
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So that brings up second down.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
We'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion.
Here we go. Start. 70,
Receiver in motion, going left. Richardson now on 2nd and 10. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And this is brought to a stop up at, say, the 34-yard line there. A gain of 15 there. And that gives the 49ers the first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Richardson on 1st and 10. Now set up the screen to McCaffrey. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Richardson to throw again. He'll get it to Brandon Ayuk. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. It's a 14-7 game. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They're looking down a 3rd and 3.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
From the gun, McCaffrey. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby, but he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
I don't know what it is, Katie, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a 1st down could be so demoralizing to that defense.
Going to the ground again on 1st. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that means it'll be 1st down San Francisco. They'll toss it here to Benson. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Devon Holland there to make the stop.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. It's a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Play action, it's Richardson. Gobbled up on the right side, that's Ayuk. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Bringing the offense up to the line, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here we go. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
They're going to throw out of the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jar it loose, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Let's go. Bronco 80.
Draw play. This is McCaffrey. He sure was fighting, Brock, but in the end, just too many defenders. They take him down behind the line.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Ready,
Richardson on 3rd. He got his man. Watkins has it. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Cage. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And they take this in for the score. The 49ers take a 13-point lead. It's an Anthony Richardson touchdown. The extra point is up and through by Luke. And the 49ers double their lead to 14. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. On the return, it's Jalen Noel. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Stroud off the play fake. He's got a man left. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be a first down, Texans. Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Out of the backfield, looking for Breece Hall there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. From the gun, Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
All right.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And we'll take this for about a yard. It's going to be 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So 2 minutes still to play in this first half, partner. More from NRG Stadium in just a moment. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
All right.
Swap. Another swap.
Here's Hall running his own read. And this drives him back out of field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for a loss of yardage. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat.
They connect on the deep shot. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans make it a one-score game before halftime. Now we'll see them try the point after. The point after is up and through. And the Texans cut the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Texans 14.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35.
Got it. Ready?
The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up.
Ready? 19 Charger. 19 Charger.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Cut out left. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. He picks up 28 on the play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
We've set it downs from 37. Richardson now on 1st and 10. Hits him on the in route. He's got it in the red zone. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
So after that big play, Brock, they need just that final yard here on 1st and goal. McCaffrey hits the end zone for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers grow their lead just before halftime. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Luke tacks on the extra point. And the 49ers double their lead to 14.
Texans 14.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away.
Luke set to kick off.
Noel to return this. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Finds a man right side. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. On the 40-yard line now. This is 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Stroud. It's brought in downfield by Kincaid. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. 1st down now, ball at the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Stroud. Going right back to Kincaid, complete. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Here's Stroud again. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans make it a one-score game before halftime. Matt McConkey with a touchdown. Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Extra point not too confident, but it had enough to go. And the Texans cut the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Starting from the 5. Good work so far. He's got Rule. And not a bad place for them to start, up past the 30-yard line. Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Steady.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. Has him on the quick hitter. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. He's back to throw. He'll drop this down to McCaffrey underneath. And he has him right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. Just 2 seconds left in the half as we get a timeout. And this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. One final shot before the half. Off his back foot, he hucks this one. His final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our 1st half. First half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the 2nd half. We're underway. Noel to return this. And he's out of bounds, approaching the 25. Couple yards short at the 23. Texans to the line. 1st and 10. Here's the backup. First throw. Short pass brought in. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Working on 1st down. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's down to almost, no, actually going to give him the 30 feet. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally changed the field and the tone of this drive.
Great work there to evade the tackle, but the rest of the run, pretty forgettable. No gain there. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Pass play now. Completed over the middle. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Here's the game on 3rd and short. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Brings up 4th and 1.
Looking to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Escapes the pocket. Going deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Entering Cooper takes it away. 2nd and long. They didn't have to pass, Brock, but you kind of knew that was what was coming. And they had the right coverage out there to pick it off.
Yeah, you really have two choices here, Kate, offensively, right? You could play conservative, try to get to a manageable 3rd down, or you go step on the gas with aggressiveness. And I love aggressiveness. The problem, well, this defense saw it coming, and even more so, they took it away. They went up and attacked it and got the ball for themselves. You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Hauled in left side. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down.
What I love to say, you never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Get it! Cougar 19, collecting 18, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Buffalo 18. Steady.
3rd and short yardage here, Richardson. Oh, tried forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. And the Texans are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Escapes out to the left. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When he saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
Back to the air they go on 2nd down. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, and really come to life on 3rd downs. Right, they want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They dealt with it, and they make the play.
And this one had a brief chance. But not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And the deficit stays at 7.
Gosh, it didn't look like anything was wrong with that snap or hold either. He just rushed it a bit, and it winds up off the mark.
Here we go. 19, Dragons, Purple 80. Mustang 19.
1st down throw here from Richardson. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Textbook pitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
2nd down now. They need 7.
Let's go. 65, 77. Go.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Texans going with 6 DBs for this 3rd down. They're in dime.
70 Lions. 19 Lions. Ready?
3rd and long for him here. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. And a fair catch made without incident, just inside the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Texans to the line, 1st and 10.
Go! Cougar 19.
Airing it out to start this drive. It is caught left side. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook was wide open.
Here we go. Panther 60. Panther 60. Purple 80.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Texans who have it to start here, and they come in trailing on the scoreboard.
Ridiculous. Take him out.
First down from the 42. Here's a throw. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. Second down coming up. Now this goes for every player in every sport, Brock. Fatigue in the fourth quarter. So that can mean dropped interceptions just as much as it can mean a dropped catch, too.
And believe it or not, Kate, quarterbacks, they can get fatigued, too. Maybe not as much physically as their buddies running around and hitting, but mentally. You just get tired there as a passer. You start to assume, and that's a dangerous place to play.
Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be first down, Houston.
Let's go.
Blown back, it's the handoff. Down the left sideline he goes. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans now trail by just a point in the fourth. So a chance to tie it up again here in the fourth. Kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's a return from the 7. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
49ers to the line. First and 10.
Come on, ready.
On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Offense up to the line fast.
19 target, 19 target.
At the 21-yard line.
Rig. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Cowboy 80. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Going run again with McCaffrey. Not much space available there. Maybe 2. That brings up 3rd down. Goes to the hurry up here.
70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
Richardson on 3rd. Headed out right. He's going for it himself. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. They gain 11 on that play. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco. All set to go now from the 35.
First down, 49ers.
19.
Richardson on 1st and 10. Bails out of the pocket quick. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Back to the air. It's Richardson. Cut out left. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take a 4th quarter lead. Here's Luke for the point after. He connects on the point after. And the 49ers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Texans 28.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Returnable from the 2. Bouncing football. And the ball skips out of bounds. Lucky for them, no lost fumble there on the kick return.
You know, those defensive guys, they will tell you that the sideline's their best friend, right? A lot of these routes are trying to push the receivers and move the real estate. Sometimes the sidelines could be an offensive player's best friend when that ball bounces harmlessly out of bounds.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. They're going to try and throw it here. Rolling into enemy territory. At the 20. 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans now trail by just a point in the fourth. On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth.
35-35.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Return coming from the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's first and 10.
Pat the 60. Pat the 60.
And off to Benson to start the drive. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. It really creates some indecision now defensively.
He completes it in traffic. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that gives the 49ers the first. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. He's got a man left. He's going to be a yard shy of the first as they force him out after the gain of 9.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage. 7 yards on that pickup. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. 49ers pushing to get within range for a game winner. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's go.
They're going to run and draw here with Benson. We call that one a gain of, let's say, 2 yards at second down.
You know, some positive yardage here, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling, and they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7.
18 Cardinals.
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Throw left side, complete. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that gives the 49ers the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's first and 10.
70. Cougar 19.
Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Houston calls it second timeout. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9.
70 Lions.
Benson on the toss left. It's inside the 10. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Okay, break.
They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this first and goal.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Benson. He goes the wrong way and he's going to lose several here. timeout's called. It's not their last one, though, so they can try another play before setting up for that field goal.
Ready, set.
Needing 10 yards now as they line up at 2nd and goal.
Let's go now. Ready.
Richardson fires quickly out wide. And he breaks the tie. That should win him this game. Brock, touchdown! Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. In case they cashed in where it really mattered.
Texans 35.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And this is going to be a touchback, Brock, so we'll see what they decide to do with the final seconds they've got left here.
35-yard line.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. There's a design run. So it's a win for the visiting 49ers. And they'll enter the final week of the preseason with a little momentum thanks to this victory. Ahead of that last tune-up before the games start to count. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the 49ers, as we'll see you next time from Houston.